not free, you know? It's like, I'm trying to be a good, like, family guy, but it's like, I'm not, like, with it, you know? I'm too, like, lost in my head, and I'm not, like, doing things as good as I could.
What are you lost in your head about?
Usually my job. Usually just hating that I have to do my job and wishing I was...
You went back to hating it?
Yeah. I'm broke. Was I liking it recently?
It seemed like in the beginning you were
it was
thinking it might
good.
be cool.
It's taking its toll though. Came in quick. Yeah. It happened all of a sudden. Just shit started piling up and it's like, oh man. Too much to do.
What makes you? Is it just the usual? Like, is it how have a kids made a turn for the worse or something specific?
No, the kids I think are actually pretty cool. Mostly, you know, the kids are mostly pretty cool. And I think in terms of like the difficulty level in dealing with them, it's like considerably lower, you know.
So what makes you dislike it so much?
I don't know, man. I think it's just like...
That you don't want to do it?
There's these like extra... Yeah, well that's firstly, I don't want to do it, but like...
There's extra things you have to do.
Yeah, it's like all this extra shit, you know, it's like a pain in the ass. So, I think I gotta start taking some days off.
Like what extra days?
Like I'm the social justice guy, and so we do this like social justice event. It's like a school-wide thing, and...
What do you mean you want to take some days off?
I'm gonna take some days off. Not Sundays, some days.
Uh-oh.
And because that's always the way it goes when you feel like your job is like taking you for a ride or taking advantage of you. I feel like you always like want to take more.
Do you feel like they're doing that?
No, it's like...
It sounds like you do feel that.
You know, it's like, I know what I signed up for, I guess, but then again, not really. Like, I never asked for this position. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to teach social justice. Like,
They impose it on you, right?
yeah, it just got like shoved on me.
So now you teach so before you taught less classes or a different class instead of that?
I taught different classes. You know, I didn't teach social justice. I'll be like, I should tell the principal, I'll be like, I'd rather do an in-class support than like teach that. I'd rather be in somebody else's classroom helping them teach a subject.
So you really hate that class?
Yeah.
What's bad about it?
It's just like, it's all social justice stuff, and it's like, I don't know that, you know, like, I don't know like what that's about really. You know, I kind of get it, but like not in the way that like the experts in those things are, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I feel like it's weird for me to like get up there and teach that class. Because it's like, this isn't my thing, you know? It's like, this has nothing to do with me. I mean, it does obviously have something to do with me. But like, I don't feel like I'm educated enough to be telling people like how they should think about these ideas, you know?
Yeah. Is that what you were miserable about, your job?
Yeah, in a big part, in a big way. That's it, you know? And this big event is a pain in the ass.
What's the event?
It's like this Day of the Dead celebration where we honor heroes of social justice and stuff like that. And it's like a school-wide event that it's like...
So you have to help like put it together?
Yeah. And then it's like my kids, because I teach the social justice class, like they have to like go and do presentations and teach the younger kids, and then kids from that school are going to come here. And,
Oh, so it's like a big deal.
yeah.
That sounds horrible, yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. It's all like, oh, fuck this shit. And I gotta go to like meetings and work shit out all the time, and it's like, fuck this. It sucks.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and now it's like there's also like a season. There's all these like events where it's like you have to stay late and work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for like different school-wide events. Like, it's like, come on, man.
And then they'll pay you extra.
No, it's in the contract. You know, so it's, you know, it's already paid for. But yeah, so it just gets to be such a pain in the ass. Like,
Yeah.
if I could teach like 3 days a week, I think I would be much happier. If I did that, then instead of, you know, just doing this shit. It's crazy. But yeah, no, kids are good. I'm helping out like a bunch of the kids, but yeah, I think maybe my bad mood is just like spiking because of this crazy task that like we're undertaking right now. So maybe I'll feel better once it's done with.
Do you feel like you're constantly thinking about that?
Well, yeah, because all right, here's another funny thing. It's funny because it's like I feel like I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, oh man, this is so like self-centered, you know. Because it's like I've been thinking about this like nonstop, you know. But you haven't heard this yet.
Yeah.
Right, so. But so one of my groups like did Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And I didn't mind that. I didn't like say anything. But now everybody's like, I think everybody's pissed off with me because it's like, how could you let them do Michael Jackson? You know, because everybody thinks of him as a pedophile.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, oh, he's a pedophile. And then they're like, what the fuck? And at the
You
time,
mean the other teachers are saying that?
the principal,
Oh,
you know,
really?
and I think the other director guy
But he's
that
not necessarily a pedophile. He
I was gonna say, wasn't he acquitted?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, and then it brings up another funny question about that. Like, he was acquitted.
That's so funny. Oh man,
Yeah.
nothing of comedy there.
And you know, like, and he's given like a lot of money. You know, he's like contributed,
Yeah.
and even his music, like a central theme in his songwriting, is like humanitarian issues.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, you know, but people want to focus on that he was a pedophile. You
Yeah,
know?
accused of being one.
Accused of being one, and I guess like there seems to be a lot of evidence against him.
I mean, he might be one. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like
It
there's
was definitely inappropriate, but I don't know if it was sexual abuse.
yeah, but it could have been.
Yeah,
You know, it
yeah.
definitely could have been, and it, you know, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of accuser. I read all this shit after because
Did
you know
did you think about that?
I know. I kind of thought it would be weird, and then, but they were excited about it, and so they were like, and they were jumping in, and I know like he's done a lot of that shit, so. So I've just been like beating myself up about that. Like, oh, I should have told them. I told the one kid wanted to do Tupac, and he's like, Tupac. I'm like, Tupac doesn't count
Yeah.
because Tupac like didn't really give a shit. Like he's like, he didn't do shit like Michael Jackson did. Like Michael Jackson legitimately like put like money into created things and did tons of money and was all about that shit.
So they're gonna be allowed to do it?
I think so. They moved the grade level. I forget what grade it was supposed to be initially, but they're like, oh, it'll be in this grade now. But anyway, I don't know. But just the fact that I'm being stressed about that, like, aggravates me. You know, it's like, God damn this stupid piece of shit thing I didn't want to do anyway. You know, it's like, fuck this. You know, it's like, like, Michael Jackson, yeah, whatever. And it's like, Michael Jackson. God damn it. Yeah, but it's really stressing me out, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wish I could resign. I was thinking, it's like, is there a way I could resign from this? Like, would they hate me if I, like, pulled out of this job? Do I have the right to do that as an employee?
Oh, from that specific job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, fuck this. You know? This shit makes me way too stressed out. I don't feel like doing it. Is that, like, within my right, like, to do that?
I hope so. It should be.
Because, I mean, what can they do? Can they fire me for not wanting to do a job that I don't feel like I'm up for?
I don't know. But technically you agree to it in the contract though, right?
The contract is very brief. I don't know if it says anything like that.
Maybe. I mean, then again, if you want to fight that battle, it's going to make things awkward.
Yeah, but maybe it'll get me, I don't know.
But maybe it's for the best. I don't know. If it's worth fighting that battle.
Yeah.
Do you think it is?
Could be.
Maybe
it's like, because maybe, you know, I could bow. No, I guess it would be like a pain because if I stepped away, then it would create like a vacuum. And then it would be like, you know, somebody would have to get drawn in to do that. So by stepping back, like, I'm like hurting my coworkers.
Yeah, but I would take the hit. It's funny how, like some lady at my bank, just within my group, she went to another job within the bank, and like I knew she was having problems with people, but I didn't know I'm like I could tell that she wanted to leave or do something else, and then like she just like left suddenly, and like nobody really knew, you know, like they tell you when like she already got the job like usual, you know,
Right.
So she like left her team, and I had to do more work because she left.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm kind of feeling about my job recently. That like I don't know, like I don't maybe like I don't know. But it's hard to think clearly because sometimes it feels like it's okay or like it's the best that it can be or something, you know. But then it's like no, like it's wrong. I shouldn't be doing this, maybe, you know. And like I don't really want to do this, you know.
Yeah.
But then it gets back into all those confusions that you know. So it's like it's hard to like assess what the problem actually is, I think. But then yeah, like on some level, like I don't want to do what I do either, and I kind of like lost like the passion for it, I guess.
Yeah. To fight.
Like I don't like. Then I was thinking of like, you know, yeah, like doing hired things, but it's like that kind of similar to the person that you're saying, you know. And it's cool in a way, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't know, sometimes it feels like the things that are needed just, you know, can't be delivered in the doses that you need them, you know.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, if you could only work 3 times a week, like even if it was really stressful, it might be kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, it's like too much shit, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's a way that I could really capitalize on my position.
Yeah.
That would be best. But yeah, like you're saying, like that takes like this like energy, you know, to push things through like that, you know. And it's just like I don't want to give there's no emotion there, you know. And so that's why it's like, what am I fighting for?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the key. Gotta be emotionally invested.
Sometimes, like, I can fight at work, I guess even now, because I feel like, you know, even though I don't really care about this project, it's like the right thing to do is like on trial, and people want to do the wrong thing, you know, and I'm like, no, it has to be the right thing. So like, but now that I actually care about like the specifics, but like there's like a ethical problem sometimes, you know, and I care about that. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense.
So like I'll fight for that.
Maybe that's like a really powerful thing there, you know, to do that, to channel that, you know. That's, go ahead.
But the job itself, I don't know.
It shit's exhausting and stressful.
Yeah. But I feel like in a way, every job is gonna suck in that way at times. But yeah, I mean, if like,
you know what though, washing dishes wasn't stressful like that.
It wasn't.
No, because it was so easy.
I guess like it was just difficult, like the amount of it.
It was a physical like discomfort, and like dealing with the coworkers sucked.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes they were bad, and it was late and stuff like that. But it was pretty much like no complications.
Yeah.
You know, you just stand there and fucking do the same thing. Your body gets tired and you get uncomfortable, but it doesn't like mentally like tax you. You know.
Yeah. But sometimes I feel that way too. Like I'm putting all this effort into things that I don't believe in. You know.
Yeah, it's a crime against ourselves.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That is fucking epic.